just continues to be so fascinating.
Unbelievable. I went to Martha's Vineyard the weekend the movie came out, June 20th. I was there with Richard Dreyfuss and Jeff Kramer and Joe Alves, and walking up and down Edgartown, and it was so great. I mean, just reliving Jaws. I was sitting next to Jeff Voorhees, who played the little Kittner boy.
Oh God, all grown up.
Behind him was like a clip of him getting eaten like over and over and over and over again. And people would just, like Richard Dreyfuss at one point was just sitting there watching the movie on the monitor, and he went, "This is really good." I'm like, yeah,
right?
It's a great movie.
That's the thing. I mean, it endures for so long, and that's, I mean, to be honest,
That's why we're here.
that's why we're here, and that's why your work just keeps being interesting to people.
Thank you.
Like, I remember a really long time ago, in fact, you and I spoke and you told me something I've hung on to for a long time. With a terrible memory, I've hung on to this.
Oh, okay.
You said that you kept Mark Wahlberg's
Yes.
prosthetic unit
Yes.
in a box, which
Yes.
literally was a dick in a box.
Yes. I wish I could take credit for the SNL video.
It was
but,
you. We're talking to Andy Samberg later. We'll make sure he
tell him,
knows.
yeah, tell him that he's welcome.
What do you keep from
Well, wait,
Walking Dead?
there's that story continues.
Remind me.
No. There's a PS to it. So we're working on Walking Dead, and I tell Norman and Andy, we're on set one day, and I said, I did that. And they're like, no, you didn't. Yeah, I said, we still have the mold. And they're like, we want one. So I made one, put it in a box, shipped it to Atlanta, and the guys saw it, and we had our little fun and some jokes and whatever. And I put it back in my car, underneath my car seat, and forgot about it for like 3 years.
Oh, no.
And, when you're driving around in Georgia and you get pulled over, if they search your car, they're usually looking for guns, and they're usually looking for like stuff you shouldn't have.
Right.
So one day I was thinking to myself, I was cleaning out my car, and what the hell? And I opened it up, and Mark Wahlberg's prosthetic was in there. And I'm like, how do you explain to a cop why you have a prosthetic penis under your seat?
Can't do it.
Thankfully, I didn't have to. But, it's at my house in Georgia, and we would have Walking Dead parties, and everybody knew where it was. So 3 in the morning, it would come out, and it would do a Quentin Tarantino. You know the Quentin Tarantino story?
No.
On Quentin Tarantino's movie sets, if you fall asleep, he has a purple prosthetic that he will put next to your face, and they'll take a picture. And there's a giant board. Everybody that ever falls asleep on set,
They have the prosthetic.
they have the prosthetic.
What an honor.
And the funniest thing is when we did Inglourious Bastards, we're shooting one of the opening scenes where they're scalping all the Nazi soldiers, and Quentin pulls out this big purple prosthetic and starts waving it in front of the German crew. And half of them didn't speak English. So I'm sitting there wondering what these people are imagining is happening with the director waving a giant purple thing.
And it's one of life's great mysteries that we'll never know until we interview them.
Yes.
And then they tell us in German, and we get it translated, and it becomes the weirdest interview ever.
And its name is Big Jerry, by the way.
Big Jerry. Oh,
so if you ever
shout
meet
out.
Quentin, you go Big Jerry.
Big Jerry.
You'll get that.
Are any?
We should go back to the interview.
Oh, sure. I guess so. I mean, listen, like chock full of stories. Are there any
I have a million.
What interesting prosthetics are found on your new Shudder competition show?
Oh, okay. Well, a lot. So here's the thing.
Guts.
I love. It's called Guts and Glory.
Yeah.
Premieres soon this fall, and I love immersive stuff. I love Halloween Horror Nights. I'm a big, I love competition shows like Naked and Afraid and Survivor and The Traitors and Destination X, Jeffrey Show.
Oh, God.
Love
yes.
all of them.
Yes, yes.
They're so entertaining.
I love imagining you watching all those in your jammies and like yelling at people.
Traitors.
Traitors is a big yelling show.
Love Traitors. Okay. Yes. And just so much fun and so ridiculous. And
on
the
U.S. version, isn't Alan Cumming?
No. I love Alan.
He's amazing.
I started with the British one.
UK.
And then I came on to the U.S. one later.
Have you tried Australia?
No, I'm not there yet.
Okay. When you do,
I'm a little busy.
I get it. You will marvel at the casting department.
Okay.
Choosing the contestants in Australia. This franchise is hitting in all the right levels.
Well,
so that's
look,
my gift to you.
That's a great gift because I think we were able to do that on Guts and Glory. So here's
all
the
about
deal.
the casting.
Okay, so I always thought, what if you had a competition show that went wrong and all of a sudden people were dying? And that it actually turns into a urban legend story. So the idea is 10 contestants sign up. We cast these amazing group of people that I fell in love with all of them. And we drop them into the woods in the middle of nowhere. Unbeknownst to us, that area has an evil spirit in it. And the evil spirit latches onto one of the contestants. And lo and behold, you're either killed or eliminated. And by the way, it's a real competition show. They're competing every episode, and there's a big prize at the end, and they win. So they could be sitting here talking, and then all of a sudden the person next to them is torn apart right in front of them.
Jesus.
So we had to, yes.
So in essence, like this is like a competition series, but people are getting murdered.
Yeah.
God,
And nobody
that's
knows
genius.
who's next. Nobody knows who's next. Nobody knows if it's real. And my initial thinking was, we're going to traumatize people. Like they're going to find somebody in the woods, 40 feet up in the air, hanging from a tree covered in blood. And we're going to traumatize them. So for that split second where we capture their reactions, that's it. Because later they're going to obviously be like, if this was really real, they would shut the show down. We would all go home. But we play that. In the first episode, when something happens, they're like, the producer comes in and goes, guys, everybody stay put. We're probably going to have to shut the show down. So we tried to lean into it.
I love it.
It was so much fun. So every episode is a different genre. So we have a gross out morgue challenge. We have a buried alive challenge. We have an exorcism challenge. It's so much fun. So the way I equated it is, it's like directing a sporting event. Mm-hmm. But we had to think of everything ahead of time. Like the contestants walk in, we want to kill somebody. That person has to hit this mark. The contestants have to be here. We want to blow that side of the barn off. We want to pump blood over here. So we had to pre-rig it all. And I'm sitting in a van with like 18 monitors going, get ready to cue the blood and blood. Wow. And so it was really, and it's not like a movie or a TV show where you can go, cut. We got to reset. Let's do it again.
You're rolling. You do it one and done.
We did it live.
Wow.
Now, truth be told, we did go in later and kind of sweeten. We have one episode called Junkyard Dog, where there's a creature that's like the terror dog from Ghostbusters, killing people.
I'm listening.
Killing people. Yes, of course. One of your dogs.
One of my dogs.
One of your dogs. So there were a few instances where we had to go in and shoot some specialized shots, of course. But every competition show does that.
See,
it's not all live. They go in and they do inserts and pickups.
This is why
but
I think
for the most part,
Shudder is such a great streaming service. It's so satisfying for horror movie fans.
So it's not like scare tactics. It's not Fear Factor where we're just trying to scare them to scare them. They're actually competing.
Wow.
And in this exorcism challenge, they're in this creepy barn with all this stuff happening. and the contestants are like, I can't concentrate because I'm scared shitless.
Oh,
and I'm
love
like,
it.
okay, that's great. This is good. I'm going to hell, you know.
Save me a seat.
Okay. All right.
One thing about what we're expecting in season 3 of Walking Dead, Daryl.
Well, we have a new location.
Yeah.
So we're now in
Very
we're now
uncertain
in Spain.
last season. So
yes. Last season ended with such a great ending, going through the channel, showing up in the UK. You know, we have Stephen Merchant. You know, we see London, we see Madrid. You know, the whole thing about Daryl Dixon always was, you know, Norman's initial concept for the show was like the 70s, like Kung Fu, Man Called Bronson, where this guy is out in the world. He comes in contact with a group of people. At the end of the episode, he leaves, and he leaves that group of people in a different place. And he is also affected by those people. That's really the basis of what Daryl Dixon is. The fact that we get to explore all these great locations that have thousands of years of culture really has been a lot of fun. So now we're getting a chance to, you know, to deal with the Spanish culture, and there might be some zombie conquistadors in there and some wild stuff. So, you know, there's a great beat midway through where they come across a leper colony. And you know, they're kind of dressed like walkers, and they move slowly, and you think for a minute,
but they're
like,
not walkers.
And then one of them talks.
Oh, Jesus.
And you're like, are zombies talking now? What the?
it keeps being interesting.
Good. Well, that's
And thank
you for saying that.
Well, yeah,
because
and
that's
it's
what we
like
want.
you're mining all of these new ways for us to be entertained by this, and thank you for this entertainment because I feel like we need it now more than ever. And
Yes.
blowing off steam is so fantastic. I
Yes.
can't wait to watch all these shows.
Well, that's why Guts and Glory is going to be great. It premieres this fall on Shudder, 6 episodes. First 2 episodes, I think night 1 is 2 episodes, and it goes on, and it's so fun. Like I love it, and I don't love everything, but I love it.